my book at the end of the day is about how by the 1880s, germ theory and realizing that the people you were closest with in your community could be killing you, in many ways inspired this sort of individualistic, like look out for A number one, knee-jerk reaction of self-protected isolationism. Like, I'm going to stay over here. I'm not going to get sick. That's the only answer we have. And what I see in these books that do this, I love your parallel, this sort of South Park alteration to the reality. They often, I'm saying, are showing that when we lose our human connection, we lose our humanity. So yes, quarantining ourselves, let's say, might save our lives. It might keep our heart beating. But when we lose our social connection, we lose what's worth living for. Because what we talk about when we talk about disease is people. And so I don't know what I think about the pathogen. I have no idea. I don't have a prediction what we'll find. But I know that this will live on in every single one of our memories. Like, this hasn't happened in 100 years. If it happened during the Spanish flu, then it happened 98 years ago, maybe. I think I'm kind of in awe. Like, it feels surreal, doesn't it, to be living through a time where the world shut down and has made us think about, I mean, I'm so grateful that I can have a conversation with you right now, that my daughter's preschool teacher can read a book to her over the internet. And so we're so lucky, I think, in so many ways that we're not having to make the choice the Victorians made. Do you isolate and live, or do you potentially risk death to truly live for a little bit? We're not having to make that choice because we can connect digitally. And yet I think at the same time, we're all seeing how much it pales in comparison to truly going to a pub and having a pint with your friends, actually playing a board game. I mean, the one time I got emotional this whole time was when I saw my daughter's preschool teacher reading her a book digitally, and seeing how the teacher sitting in an empty preschool classroom and my daughter like listening like she's a real person, but they can't touch, you know? And so I think for me, what's gotten me in my feels is just that we're so lucky, and people are finding these beautiful ways to connect at all costs, which is just what I've been writing about in this book that makes up humanity. And yet I think we're also being, in a weird way, gifted a renewed appreciation for non-digital human contact, and the fact that we were not meant to live wholly digital lives. And I think increasingly neoliberal and corporate society kind of would like to believe that teachers can teach online, and we don't need in-person interviews. There's no difference, right? Do we need live shows? And I think we're both seeing that human will prevail and will connect no matter what, but like, this wasn't how we were meant to live. And I hope that we'll come out of this with a renewed chunk of the population insisting on true, deep interpersonal connection at a non-digital level.